Hey everyone, my name is Jacob. So today we're going to be talking about iOS 14. Now a few months ago I made a video about this, but there wasn't a lot of news out there. So I said I was going to make a video again whenever we got closer to WWDC, and now that it's only a little bit more than a month away, we have a lot of rumors and a lot of almost confirmed features of iOS 14. So yeah, that's what we're going to be checking out today. By the way, these are just rumors. So the WWDC is in June, and whenever that comes out, we'll have another video of the confirmed features from Apple, what they announced. But yeah, today it's just rumors. We're going to be taking a look at the internet and seeing what we can see. So yeah, obviously iOS 14 is going to be coming this fall and being announced in June. That happens every single year, so we already kind of know that. And it's rumored that, like the Apple Watch, your iPhone may be able to have a sort of list view of all of your apps. So on the Apple Watch, you can see a list of all your apps. That could possibly be coming to iOS 14 for the iPhone. Not like the biggest fan of that idea. I mean, obviously, it would be something that you could change in settings. Like that wouldn't be the default setting. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that idea, but it is something pretty interesting to think about. So yeah, there's supposed to be a new fitness app that will let users download fitness videos that will walk them through various workouts, sort of like a Peloton app. So yeah, it's not gonna be the same as the Apple Watch workout app. It's a fitness app, so it might just be called Fitness. I don't really know, but yeah, very interesting. Something that I will probably definitely be using, and probably have a video about it. So there's a lot of really cool rumors for new features in iMessage. So one of the features is a Slack-like mention system that will allow users to tag contacts with their name, like @Eric. So you could do @JacobCavin or however your contact is set up. This would be really cool because in a busy group chat, which everyone has one of those and they're very annoying. But in a busy group chat, if you're just wanting to talk to one person, you could mention them, and then they would, I don't know how that would work, but they would somehow be notified more that you mentioned them. I have no idea, but it is kind of interesting idea. Another idea that they're working on is being able to retract iMessages after sending them with retractions visible to both parties. So see down here it says message retracted. So I definitely like this idea because I normally send a text sometimes that is just doesn't make any sense because I spelled something wrong or voice text got it wrong, and I like to resend it. Or sometimes I send the wrong text to the wrong people. I never had a problem where it's like been a problem, like in this example right here, I've always loved you, and then they retracted the message. But yeah, the one thing I don't like is that it does say message retracted. That's kind of stupid. I feel like if you're retracting a message, the person doesn't really want to know that you retracted it. Like on Instagram, if I ever spell anything wrong, I'll retract it and send a new message. That's just who I am. And they have no idea that I retracted it if they don't have notifications on for Instagram. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of stupid that they would let you know that they retracted it. I don't know. I mean, whatever. There might be a new group typing indicator. I do not like the design of this one right here, but I guess it does kind of make sense. I don't know. We'll have to see. We could mark messages as unread, so pretty interesting. There's going to bring a kids mode to the Apple Watch. That's interesting. So obviously the activity app will have that in there. That's interesting. A new augmented reality app. And this is very interesting. I don't really know what this means because it says that users are going to be able to get more information about the world around them. What does that mean? Nobody has any idea. Maybe it's like the Google Lens on the Google phones, which I'm a very big fan of. So if Apple does something like that, I will definitely be a big fan of that. They said that there might be integrations with Apple stores and Starbucks. I don't really know. Which suggests that users could do something like hold up an iPhone in an Apple store and view information about products, which that would be really cool. I don't really know if I would necessarily be doing that a lot, but I don't know. Now, you can also set third-party apps as default. So this is a very big deal because right now you have Safari as your default browser. In the future, you'll be able to set Chrome or whatever you want to as your default browser, and that will be amazing, as well as setting Gmail and stuff like that. That's going to be great. Sleep tracking has been rumored for years, and for whatever reason, Apple has not brought it. But again, it's rumored to be coming this year. I would love sleep tracking on my Apple Watch. The problem is I don't really know if I would want to wear a watch while I'm sleeping. I'm sure I would get used to it, but I've always wanted an Apple integrated sleep tracker, and because I don't have any sort of sleep tracker right now, and that's like one thing of health that I want to be tracking. And yeah, I don't know. That'd be a very interesting thing to have. Obviously, the health app would be updated with that as well. Shot on iPhone Photos app integration. So Apple has a thing on Instagram and other social media called Shot on iPhone, and they're in their ads as well. So there would actually be sort of competitions that you could do inside the Photos app and upload them to Shot on iPhone, and then they can be featured in ads and on their social media. I'm a really big fan of this because I'm a really big fan of photography and challenges like that. That's a really cool idea and I would love it. So yeah, they're thinking that's going to be integrated into the Photos app, and I can definitely see that something happening because it's free marketing for Apple, so why would they not do it? Now, they think that a full version of Xcode that runs on iPad will go to iPadOS. I do not see that happening one bit. Xcode is a very big app that has a lot of things happening. I do not see that happening, but maybe. I have no idea. There is a hidden Xcode preview app in iOS 13. So I honestly have no idea what that would mean. I love developing iOS apps, so I would be completely fine with there being an Xcode app on the iPad and Xcode preview, whatever that is, but I just don't see it happening. Find My in iOS 14 will gain a new notification feature that will provide alerts when someone does not arrive at a specific location at a scheduled time of day. So that actually is really good for parents, because if your child is supposed to be arriving home from school and they don't within a range of time, then you want to know, and yeah, that's what we have there. CarPlay could support custom wallpapers, and the wallpapers could also switch between light and dark mode based on the time of the day. Not very big idea, but something interesting. Car key. This is cool. So in certain cars, you'll be able to use your phone as your car key. That would be amazing. This API was found in iOS 13.4, which would allow iPhone to be used to lock, unlock, and start a car that has NFC capabilities. Now, obviously, I don't have a car like that at all, so I wouldn't be able to test this. They're thinking that you can add a specific car key access type on your different phones, so you can only access the trunk, only unlock the car, or then you can unlock and drive the car. So this is a very interesting idea and something that I totally see happening. I definitely can see iPhone and Apple Watches being able to unlock your cars in the future. I feel like some brands have already started to work on that, but yeah, this would be a really big deal, something that I could definitely see happening in the future. So this is something that I really like. iCloud Keychain will include warnings whenever a password is reused. I reuse my passwords sometimes, and I really don't want to do it. So this would be like, hey, you've already used this password, you might want to use another one. And I don't know if that would really stop anyone from doing it, but it would at least make you more aware of it, and I definitely am a really big fan of that. So this is something that I am beyond excited about, and this is more towards iPadOS 14, or as only about iPadOS 14. Apple Pencil updates. iOS 14 or iPadOS 14 could include a new pencil kit feature that will allow users to handwrite text in any text input field using Apple Pencil, and the handwritten content will then be converted into standard text before being sent. I want this so much. Whenever I bought my iPad, I was shocked that this was not a available option, and I really, really want this. I would be so on board for this. So for HomeKit, we could have a night shift for lights. I'm a big fan of this because Philips Hue has sort of a feature like this, but this is going to be even more involved, and I actually have my lights doing this. I have a bunch of routines set up, but night shift for lights would allow HomeKit to adjust the color temperature of HomeKit connected lights based on the time of day. Earlier in the day, the lights would be set to a more blue lighting to match the outdoor lighting from the sun, but at night, the lights would shift to a warmer tone. Very big fan of this. A lot like the phone, how True Tone would work. I'm a very big fan of this, and I would very much like it. Also, facial recognition for cameras. We don't really use HomeKit cameras here, but it would be able to feature people identification, which would perhaps allow security cameras to detect specific people, distinguishing people from family and strangers. Apple may be planning to introduce support for third-party wallpaper packs in iOS 14, which would allow developers to create wallpaper options for the iPhone that would be installed through the wallpaper section in the settings app. I could definitely see that happening, and I am a very big fan of it. So all of this is supposed to be compatible with all of the devices that were running iOS 13. So if you are running iOS 13 on your phone, it will be available to upgrade to iOS 14 for free in the fall. But yeah, that's basically all we know for iOS 14. That is a lot of stuff though. Like there are so many things there, and a lot of the stuff I am a very big fan of, and I'm super excited about it. So yeah, once we get more information, I might make some more videos, but definitely whenever we have the official confirmed thing from WWDC from Apple, I'll do a video about it, checking it out, and I'll probably install the beta of it on a phone whenever that is possible. So yeah, you can see that in the future. iOS 14 seems to have a lot of features, and I feel like iOS 13 didn't have a lot rumored, so iOS 14 seems to have a lot, and I'm super excited about it. So yeah, I guess thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like it. In future videos, we're going to be talking about watchOS and the iPhone 12 and iPad and stuff like that. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. You can tell me in the comments what you hope from iOS 14, if it's one of these features, another feature that you want. Be sure to tell me in the comments, and I'll chat with you down there. But yeah, yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a lot of fun. I love this iOS 14. It looks great. Okay, I'll see you later. Goodbye.